just, in my opinion, the most incredible game fish we have. And I've done billfish and I've fished tuna, you know, bluefin, but to be able to fish for a fish in 3 to 5 feet of water and see the whole thing happen, watch the fish swim up, make the presentation, and watch that big mouth grab the fly, and then from then on it's just all hell breaks loose.
BTT started in 1998, started by a bunch of fishermen and fishing guides in the Florida Keys who were concerned about the declines in bonefish and tarpon. So we pretty quickly became a science-based organization because nobody knew anything about bonefish, tarpon, or permit. So we couldn't advocate for conservation without the knowledge. And so here we are 20 years later, working not only in the Florida Keys, but throughout the entire Caribbean, Gulf of Mexico, southeastern US, wherever those fish occur.
For me, it's always just been a part of my life, and it's something that I couldn't imagine life without. I love just the beauty of it all and the experiences that you gain from it. I think the reason I am who I am and the reason I love the things I love is just because of that core fundamental fishing that's always been instilled within me. And as kind of that next generation of the sport, I'm now at a stage where all I want to do is learn as much as I possibly can from our elders and pick up the information that they can share with us and help to resonate that within the next generation below me.
You know, you want to protect what you love, you know, whether it's your family or whether it's, you know, the places that you hold sacred and are your special places. When you start to see something you love threatened, you want to do what you can to protect it, and that's the case with, you know, our fish, our fisheries.
So one of the big questions about tarpon is their movement patterns. And so about 18 years ago, BTT started to fund research with one of our colleagues to satellite tag tarpon to track their movements. And that gave us some good information, but you had to tag fish that are 100 pounds or larger, and the tags only lasted, say, 3 months. And that did show us, however, that tarpon from the Keys would go as far as Chesapeake Bay or would go as far as Louisiana, the Mississippi River. But that was it. So 3 years ago, we started a project with what are called acoustic tags. We surgically implant them in the fish, so we can tag fish as small as 20 pounds or as large as we can catch them. And the tags last, instead of for a few months, they last for 5 years.
We're just a microscopic speck out there, and I feel fortunate to even see the things.
The real threat to the tarpon that they probably can adapt to is the loss of habitat. And that's somewhat with adults, but mostly with juveniles. So making those connections between the juveniles, the subadults, and then the adults is a big reason that we're doing what we're doing.
These are fisheries that need to be preserved, and that can't happen without the information to make it happen. So BTT's out there seeking out that information and obtaining it, and slowly but surely picking up a lot along the way.
And so it's all about making sure the fish have the habitats that they need to live into the future in big numbers, so that somebody could be sitting at the same exact spot 50 years from now and have just as good a shot at catching big tarpon as we've had the past few days.
I mean, when it boils down to it, anytime you can get out and get into the water and, you know, incorporate that into doing something good more than just, you know, tightening a line, that's a win-win for everybody.
The mentors that I've had, Stu and Lefty and all that, you know, I said, you know, you guys have spent time and energy with me to show me how to do this and respect the fishery. And how can I pay you guys back? And every one of them's answer is to share the knowledge.
We're really, I mean, we're the pioneers of our future, and it's up to us to make everything happen and really protect the water that we love and the fish within it. It gives us so much, and all we can do is give back as much as we possibly can.